My talk is entitled Keep Your Saw Sharp.
We'll be talking about some of the specific challenges to testing interactive software.
At the test conference I'll be discussing the changing face of test.
The most important thing that any tester or engineer can do is keep their skills up to date and maintain their own employability. So I'm going to give people an overview into the changes that I've seen, the skills that people require, and the ones that are in demand at the moment.
They'll learn some of the intricacies that we have to go through at SEGA when we're testing some fairly complex games.
In testing we've had many different roles: test analyst, software tester, quality assurance, etc. And with that it's type of diversified everything, and what we thought was that the changing face of test is that we define it into two roles, simplify it so that we have what traditionally would have been called the automation engineer or performance engineer, and define that role as the software development engineer and test, but that we still need the software test engineer. And the word engineer is key in this, so that we change it so that testers are engineers and we define ourselves as engineers and put ourselves on a technical career path.
Delegates will learn how to keep themselves employable, to learn the importance of self-study, that you're not going to be spoon-fed as an employer.
They'll learn some of the intricacies that we have to go through at SEGA when we're testing some fairly complex games.
Well, I'm hoping they learn about our experience or my experience with the team on, first off, how we define those roles. What is a software test engineer? What's a software development engineer and test? So I can try and explain how we went about it. How did we do it? So first off, we did an assessment of internal resources currently.
My responsibility is to support your endeavours, to encourage you and to give you exposure, but it's not to hand you information. You need to be proactive and take responsibility for your actions.
So it's not standard database testing. This is about taking games which have multiple compound interactions and looking at how they perform and assessing fun as part of the quality factor within games.
We looked at the gaps, we looked at what we needed, we looked at research from Google, from Microsoft, like how we tested at Google, etc., how they did it, and hopefully people see then from our company how we did it.
I think there's going to be some great talks. Having spoken to some of the other speakers, there's some very exciting things going on in different areas.
I think it's going to be very different from what people may have seen before.
For me, it's about building community and building that sense of community within testing. We are, even within my own company, that testers are sitting in different cells and within different channels, and it's hard enough even within that group of 110 people how to bring people together and still have test best practice. And then in the wider community to meet other like-minded testers, the people who face the exact same challenges. It goes across the board. We all work in software.
All the verticals are well represented, and the people who are coming along aren't trying to sell you anything. They're trying to pass on the benefit of their experiences.
It's meeting like-minded people and finding out what's out there in the open world.